I've waited for this for several days. This is the time now to make the beauty salve for the trees. Today I'm going to use my black rubber gloves, size medium, from Marigold Extra Tough. Good for gardening. And the zeolite that I put as a powder for the gloves so I don't get to be too sweaty. I'm not using extra long gloves because they tend to not stay long, and because we're going to work today with cow muck, which has been fetched yesterday. Very fresh cow muck from yesterday morning, delicious. To make that tree salve, I don't want to get the gloves that start rolling onto themselves and go coming off, because those flimsy gloves, they're good for show, but they come off too easily. They need some belts really attached to the shoulders. So, ingredient wise, first of all I'm going to pour some of the cow muck into this bucket. And that could be interesting because it may not be that easy. Then I have zeolite powder. This is zeolite Cleaning-de-la-maison, a certain type of zeolite. So it has to be this one because that's one of the more because there's some that are actually toxic. There's lots of zeolites. This one is detoxifying. It attaches itself to heavy metals or things like sprays, things like anything with a positive, is it a proton or something, a positive charge. So I'll put some of that in it. And then we've got clay. So I've got here especially beauty clay, which is full of earth. Except, yes, I thought it was going to be hard to open it with the gloves. Well, these things are always tough to open. That's it. So this one is one of the main ingredients to this tree pomade. And I've got extra clay here, which I'm not going to use first. That's my Spanish clay, which is sodium bentonite instead of calcium bentonite. I'm not too sure the difference. This one doesn't go slimy, this one goes slimy, which is very nice to work with. So that's for my personal use. So I'll move that over here, as we don't need it for the moment. I might need to use it later if I need extra clay. So I've got this. Oh yes, oh no. Oh, I could have had an idea that would have done better. Let's try it. Oh no, it's gone all over the floor. Quick! Good job, my landlords aren't here to see this. Oh no, I'm shoveling shit again. Quick. Oh no, and I'm putting some crumbs on over the other side there. Terrible, we don't want to waste all this delicious thing. Oh no, it's raining as well. Oh, this weather this weekend, they told us on the forecast that on some channels that it was going to be super hot and we had to shut all the shutters and close the curtains because it was going to be tropical hot. Yeah, right, it's raining now. But not enough to stop the brave people doing the work of heroes, because only heroes go and save trees and do their best for their health. I'm going to have to come later with a brush to brush that off the floor, because otherwise it's going to stink when they come back. So we'll carry on with the saucepan. We'll give up with the idea of pouring. It was a good idea. I thought a better idea would have been to put that on a height on a big flat log, but of course not quite now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use half of the cow milk. Then I can save some for later, for a special occasion. So that's it for that. So clay. So zeolite, I'll put half of it. Zeolite is quite expensive. It's about, I think, 70-80 pounds for 20 or 25 kilos. I can't remember of this grade, which is not the finest, but it's very fine. It's a lot more expensive than on eBay, where it's actually like sand. So I think it's better that it works quicker and it's not so coarse. So zeolite, that will help the trees remove any toxins that they have. Now, clay. I'll use half of the tub. That's near about half, nearly. Oops, that's more than half now. And then the stick. So that's it. The beauty, what's it? It's got cow shit on it now. Oh yes, I need the sand, but I'll give that a stir first, because being powder, it's harder to stir, and the sand can be easy to add afterwards. Last year I ended up mixing it by hand in the end. This is going to be lovely for the trees. It's going to be such a relief, a beauty, giving some nutrient, health-giving things. It will be lovely. See, the consistency is a bit thicker already. So that, I don't know how many trees that's going to do, probably not all of them. Terre nourricière, toi qui nous donne temps, toi soleil qui nous chauffe, qui nous donne l'énergie, la chaleur. Je vous remercie pour ces arbres. Je vous remercie. Thank you trees, thank you earth, thank you sun for everything you're giving us humans. And thank you for helping those trees, for doing the best you can for them. Now let's think, do I need more salt? Let's see, comparing to Calmac. Yeah, it is a bit thicker, not extremely. I wonder if it needs a bit more clay. The sand will help it. Maybe a bit more. Oops. We might have a visit in a minute. If we have, then they might as well be recorded. I'm going out. That means we can make some noise. Oh, is my Sophie might be in the way. In a minute I'll move it. In fact, let's take that. What is this? Yes. That's excellent news, they're out. Excellent. Voilà. I'll take that to the sand. In fact, I'll give it another stir. That's very good, because if they were French people, they'd be talking all over us, saying, what are you doing? Oh, and when are you doing that? Oh, and why are you doing it now? But because they're British, they don't say anything. They just get in their car, they back off. It's a good thing being British, being in Britain. We don't get annoyed by someone needs to do the gate. Oh, well. Now, there isn't a shovel here, so I'll do it by hand. It's much more fun by hand. Let's try and not get too many stones. It is going out now. Bye bye. Be alone. Yes. Exciting. I think I'll need more than that, because it did say a third of everything. I've not put a third of clay at all. Not at all. But I'm being tight, not using too much at once. Because that blue tub was £26, only because it came with a tub, 5 kilos. I could have got cheaper, but yeah, I didn't. So because I haven't got much more, we have to be. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because that will be plenty. And seeing how the trees responded last year, it will be a very happy nature. The trees fed, I think, more sand. Now it's getting to a better consistency to start spreading it on the trees. I just have to hope that it doesn't rain too quickly. Looks quite thin to me. No sand. It's hard to remember what it was like last year. It is still quite runny. These gloves are very good for that. I couldn't have done with the flimsy ones, definitely not. You know, I think I need more clay. Yeah, because after all, I've got the other one. So if you wait here, I'll go and get some more. Leave it there, I think. A bit more, let's think with the other one. Yeah, I'll leave it there. No, I won't. Oh God, decisions. Ugh. It nearly fell all of it now. Hello, Julie. Do you want to help? It's not for guinea fowls, this. You wouldn't like it. He's very cute with his long eyelashes. It's a guinea fowl. You look like a lady, don't you? Hmm? You don't behave like one. Oh, come on, let's go by hand. It's that time of day now. The stick is overrated. Yes, it is quite thin. Yes, feels still very watery, but that should help it because clay, it soaks, it expands. So after a while, it will be better. I can feel. It's better with the gloves because I can feel the lumps of salt where it's not properly dissolved, blended in it. What's that stone? Oh, it's some very old cow muck. So what's going to happen now is the wheelbarrow is going to be covered in muck on the handles. and my gloves will smell of mug forever, and so will my fingers and hands. So I better not do any chocolate work for a few days. So now we'll stop, I think. This is a mix, and then I'll show you how I put on the trees.